What's up, y'all? I was trying to hold out until we got some good. So let me tell you what we got so far. So Natasha goes to the bank today and closes the joint account that she got with Don. Legally. Did need all parties there. When Natasha got to the car, she saw that Don had pulled up. So she sat out there and she was watching her. But when I tell you Don found out and crashed out, she called Natasha threatening her, cussing her out, got in the car and started going crazy. But it didn't end there. Don shows up to Natasha's house while Rolanda and Natasha was there, ringing the doorbell all crazy, yelling. She was talking big stuff. Natasha walks outside. Don had the audacity to call Natasha selfish, talking about, give me my money. I want my money. That's what you need to figure out how to get my money. Natasha questioned the activity that was going on. I closed that account because there was some suspicious activity going on. Don acting like she gonna throw hands with Natasha, so Natasha was getting ready to throw hands with her, but Rolanda was holding her back until she couldn't hold her no more. Honestly, I think Rolanda let her go. Don should have got her ass beat. But Natasha got loose and chased after Don. Then the skit went off. But y'all, I did catch this. I guess the next skit is going to be Natasha actually tagging Don. Child, I hope she knocked the Mario coins out of her head. I'm looking forward to the next skit for them, as always. Then we got Mike and Sunny. The babies are moving now. They're even more excited than they were yesterday. And they made it official. They go together real bad. Okay. I love this for y'all. Then we got Greg and Sunny. He comes over, he apologizes. She lets him know that they're having twins. He's happy. Yeah, but wait until she find out the real reason why you didn't show up and whose house you was at and what you was doing. She ain't gonna talk to you no more. And Elena gonna beat the brakes off Dom. But moving forward, he agreed to be cordial with Elena if they're in the same room together. But he can't make promises about anything else. Don't worry, sir, you ain't gonna need to. You got Dom out here feeling like she really did something. But that ain't gonna last. Her karma gonna be coming real soon. And you gonna go down with her. My question is this, Gregory. Do you even remember it? I hope not. Blame it on the alcohol or something. Because you don't even know Dom like that. And that's the first thing you do. But she reminds you of your cheating wife. Whatever. Then we got Glow and Dom. Rashal gives Glow an update on everything that happened at the gender reveal. Glow is excited that Rashal is the godfather. Dom is pissed, hating. Then Glow tells her what Sunny and him is having. A girl and a boy. Jaw drop. Then Glow proceeds to say that Sunny was upset about her dad not showing up to the gender reveal. Dom talking about, I gave you the golden tongue, but he gave me the platinum. At this point, I'm just ready for Glow to run that back to Rashal, because Rashal is going to tell. At this point, I want the grandparents to find out, because I feel like the grandparents would not have no respect and wouldn't even mess with Dom after they find something like this out. She would no longer be welcome. Then we got Iman and Shayla. She complaining to him about how stressed out she is because her baby daddy won't buy her a house for their child, who don't even know he's staying in an apartment. Girl, it ain't even no food in the refrigerator and you worried about getting a house. Your child don't even have his own room. You gave that other room to Delicia, who don't pay nothing. And you don't pay any of your bills for that matter. But honestly, good, because y'all, Iman told her not to worry about it. He'll buy her the house. Good. Anthony don't have to worry about paying her rent or her bills anymore. If I was him, I'll stop paying on the car note too. I honestly think Iman just want to keep the peace, because every time Shayla talks about Anthony, he always say, you need to get rid of that negative energy, that bad energy. You got to stop this. I think he's just buying the house just to keep the peace, honestly. Well, while Iman is over there talking about buying Shayla a house, you got Piari over there going crazy because Rone's been tripping ever since he's been gone. She calls him and he's still dry, coming up with excuses. He got off the phone with her real fast. Been real short. Sir, what's really going on? Then we got Keysha going over there to Dalen's house so she can tell Noel to come back home. Dalen answers the door. Keysha explains everything that happened, down to the nitty-gritty details of everything her and Kelvin was doing. And Dalen was shocked. But she was this close to telling Dalen that Noel said she didn't even want to see Kelvin's face. Because I feel like once Dalen find that out, he gonna ask her, what's up with you? Why you hate Kelvin so much all of a sudden? But anyways, Noel shows up. She's still in her feelings, of course. She told Keysha she's still gonna stay at Dalen's for a couple more days. Dalen said she can stay there for as long as she wants. But he also brought up the fact that he wants to meet her dad. She don't want him to meet her dad. She said her dad is a little different. Girl, how many secrets you got? Apparently, Noel and her daddy was beefing because she did not get the opportunity to go to prom because her prom date was Carter and her daddy said hell no. They didn't know she was with a woman. My thing is, girl, when are you gonna be outed? Like, when everybody gonna find out about you and Kelvin? Every time Dalen falls deep in love with somebody, he turns around and he gets hurt. Will he ever get a win? Then we got Tamira and Wayne. Why was Wayne sitting outside the studio? One thing that man know how to do, and that's stalk a woman. He's talking about he want to join her class for fitness purposes. She got him coming tomorrow. Sir, you need to go home with that tiger outfit on. Then we got Ernestine and Jay. Well, Ernestine and Jay was at the house talking business. They were discussing future club. you know, all the business stuff because she is managing him. Nadia comes there. Jay did not immediately tell Nadia that Ernestine was there. So she walks in and she sees her. She trying to figure out what's going on. Ernestine kept it professional. But the moment she found out that Nadia did not know that she was managing Jay, she said, yeah, well, since I see that this information is new to you, I'm just going to go ahead and head out of here. Nadia flips, she goes off. Girl, I don't know why you doing all of this. You waiting for that man to come back in town anyway. And watch, when Jay finds out, she's going to use the whole Ernestine situation as an excuse. The skit with Jay and Alexis skit. Girl, he is not the right one to go to for advice, especially about marriage. Jay and Phil skit. He told Phil that Alexis is having second thoughts about marrying TK. Girl, don't marry him. Sarah and Helen skit. Sarah took a pregnancy test. She is not pregnant. Brock finds a ring. He does not let her know that he found the ring. I hate when people be playing games. Melissa and Trill skit. Terry skit. He over there chilling at home with his child and his newfound baby mama. And he gets served child support papers. He questions her like, what is this for? She's talking about, oh yeah, I really was hoping I would not be here when you get served that. She's talking about since she raised the child by herself for the first 10 years, she feel like she should be compensated. He says, wasn't even my fault. You chose not to tell me. Lawyer up. Get that heifer out your house. Start there. D and Lil Mark skit. Them two met up with Tamira's dad. Long skit, short. That was a good example of male mentorship. Next, Brooke and Isaiah skit. Trill skit. Hope and Brooke skit. We knew she was going to get clowned for that purse and something was going to happen. She got the purse back at the end though. Maggie and Chase skit. Maggie questioned Chase why he didn't tell Candace about the whole windshield situation. He said he ain't telling her. But if she want to tell her, then she can. So now your neighbor knows a secret about your marriage that your wife doesn't even know. But you don't see a problem with that, Chase. Your skits can be so cringy at times, Chase. You're such an idiot. Are you serious? Why even be married at this point? I would have divorced your ass after that Jamaica trip.